is the Granddad's greetings and salutations. Listen, I go by the name of the Black Abstract, a.k.a. the Flyest in the Low, a.k.a. Mr. 5950, a.k.a. Joe Budden is on one today. Listen, before we get started, do me a favor. Once you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I know that's cliche, you get tired of hearing it, but that's the only way a small YouTuber like myself can grow his channel, by you guys. And listen, I salute to everybody that does like, subscribe, comment, even watch the videos. As of lately, my numbers have been low as hell. And that's because the YouTube hasn't either been posting my videos so where they show up in your notifications. That's why I say hit the notification bell. Or they're not putting it in the algorithm for whatever reason. It's just how it is, when you're a small fry. But, we're going to get there. I know it. God knows it. But anyway, if you need some merch, go to iamtrill.com. That's my website I'm affiliated with. You can enter the promo code ABSTRACT. You get something off your order. You get you one of these bad boys. It's giving vibes, you know what I'm saying? It's right now like Joe Budden is giving me sensible vibes actually. You don't hear this so much, but Joe Budden, and you got to be wild in order for Joe Budden to be upset about something that you did in regards to women. And that's not no slate to Joe. We love Joe Budden over here. But, Joe Budden be saying some wild shit. He's a wild boy if you watch his podcast. And that's one of the reasons I do like him, because he just says some wild, crazy shit. He talked just like he with the homeboys. But he says something about a podcast who's kind of been getting a lot. They've been in a lot of hot water recently. The Fresh and Fit podcast, which consists of two doofs, according to Joe Budden. They've been getting some traction. O'Shea Duke, another channel I follow over there on YouTube in the Manosphere atmosphere. He posted a video about them yesterday or the day before about the whole Asian doll incident where she walked off the podcast. And, a lot of people calling him simp and were saying that, he was, I guess, because he was sticking up for the girl or whatnot. And you got to understand where O'Shea was coming from. And I got where he's coming from, too, because when I saw it, it was just like, it's like mediocre tutorials or reviews is another channel I watch. And he always talks about a lot of times when females are in an emotional state, you respond back to them, not by yelling, but with soft tones. And then you always keep your masculine frame at the same time. This guy did the complete opposite of him. He was ticked off about something. I guess she was over talking or kept talking, but she called him mean. And then he was just went on a tirade. I don't even know who you are, and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, it was just cringy to watch. I'm like, dude, wait, like you going way overboard. Like, chill the fuck out. Listen, I'm surprised Asian Doll showed the reserve she did. She was saying a little slick shit, but I don't know, maybe she was embarrassed or she just didn't want to get into it. But she was showing a lot of reserve, but then she just ultimately decided to go. The friends were trying to tell her not to go, and I didn't watch the podcast. I'm just going by the clip because I don't watch that podcast because of those two. They just seem like they frauding to me, and that's just my opinion. I don't know for sure, but that's just how it seems to me. But I guess they did something, and I don't know what Joe Budden is talking about, if it's related to that particular incident or a different incident. But this is what Joe Budden said, and I posted. He said, now I don't normally do the repost another pod thing because one, just don't care, and two, some stuff just doesn't deserve to be highlighted. But today I'll make an exception. I don't know these two deuce, but they don't get to do this. Too ignorant, inexperienced, insecure, fragile, and weak for this stale gimmick to not be seen through. Black women are everything, especially beautiful. Every kind of beautiful too. So to hear this from them, laughing out loud, it's laughable, but it's not. It's not, y'all. Don't hate black women, fam. Black women won't date y'all. I can tell. So you harbor this hate and base opinions off as if you've been outside long enough to even know yourself. And you are angry about it. Just not angry enough to not use them. These idiots know most podcasts can't get off the ground or gain any traction without love or hate from black women. Both act as fuel. This is nothing more than a cheap, tasteless heave at a payday. The words don't match the actions. If you hate them, do it without them. Skip the topic. Don't have them as guests. You clearly don't know how to host them. I think they was referring to Agent Dow. Don't cater convo toward them. Say no to every dollar, view, like, download, subscription generated directly or indirectly by them. Then I'll believe you. This is just pure laziness amongst other things. If you can't find a funny, creative way to be inclusive or discuss dating, then go back to the drawing board. I'll skip the lecture on self-hatred and just be glad they make it so easy to spot. Woo! Joe Budden was spitting. I know he said he don't rap no more, but those was bars right there. Those were some bars right there. Yeah, I guess okay, now I remember the topic arose from, I guess, them saying they don't date black women. And I guess that ticked them off. And I don't know what context they used it in, but they must have been it must have been some verbiage to where it was upsetting to Joe, and he spoke on it. And kudos to him for speaking on it, because with this whole manosphere side of YouTube, I deep dive in certain subjects about it. I kind of fell back from it a little bit because I think it's just a little oversaturated right now. And then you got the whole Kevin Samuels wave. And one of my earlier vids I was doing a lot of reactions to Kevin Samuels, whether I was agreeing with him or disagreeing with him. But I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to try to piggyback off of that man to try to get my shit up. I'm gonna just stick to my lane more so. I'm saying I won't do those videos again or whatnot, but I'm just telling you, what it is. But listen, man, I thought Joe made a great point. And I like I said, I don't like these two. And before this even happened, this is always something with them. It just seems weird. Like the energy is off. It just don't match. You know what I'm saying? And they keep getting exposed every time. Like I think they got exposed a couple of months ago about something, and then it was the whole Asian Dow situation, and now it's this. So it's just always something. And yeah, they don't. I'm not even subscribing to that. But the point I was trying to make with the whole manosphere, a lot of things could get lost in translation, and it seemed like they're bashing women or black women in general, and that's the kind of I've been getting that vibe from O'Shea as of recent. Like, he did a video about B. Simone, and he doesn't edit his videos. Like I guess when I wouldn't say he's a big-time YouTuber. He's like mid-level YouTuber, I guess, but he got the luxury of not having his videos edited. And I could pay for my videos to be edited, but I'm hands-on. You know what I'm saying? I'm hands-on with everything. I do my own lighting, purchased all my own shit. I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I just research and do my own shit. But he did a video on B. Simone endorsing a product for women for their vaginas to smell good and help their pH balance. And in the whole video, he had pictures of Simone Biles. Not even the same. And I'm like, bro, you got to proof watch your videos. You know what I'm saying? Before I render my shit out. And sometimes if I'm in a rush, I do miss some shit. Like, I done seen his videos, like, oh, I fucked up on that. But I take them right back down and re-upload them. But you just did not watch this at all. And I know when you making content over and over and over and over, it's hard. But if you're not even, I guess when you're not editing your own videos or whatnot, I guess things can go by the wayside. But I don't ever want to get things lost in translation, because I do consider myself somewhat part of that community, the manosphere. But like I said, I don't want to get things lost in translation to where you think black women aren't appreciated. But the issue I had with O'Shea's video was the fact that he was calling out B. Simone's product endorsement by her delivery, saying she was ratchet, or he agrees with the sentiment, but she's not the right person for it. When you looking at the bottle halfway full when you do stuff like that. You got to look at her delivery is part of her gimmick. And I say gimmick loosely because I'm just saying that's the persona she gives off. I'm saying B. Simone. It's a B. Simone time. Yeah, you know how she is. Like, that's part of her gimmick. So she's endorsing a product from what people know her for doing. That's just, you got to... oh shit, you gotta look at that. That's what it is. It's just called branding. That's her brand. So I'm like, yo, he really just made a video about it? And I'm just like, okay, it's one of them joints. He just making videos and he not fully researching or understanding or trying to understand. But then on top of that, you got Simone Biles instead of B Simone pictures, like, and they're interchanging. Some are some B Simone, and then you got Simone Biles, and it's just like Dima, I believe the girl that edits his videos, I think she might be white. So it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? That's just like an oxymoron. That's not. It's like a conflict of interest. What are you doing? And then on top of that, you got to look at it like she's a young black woman, self-made, grinded from the way up, and she doing something positive, and she endorsing something that can help black females out. Like you got to look at it like she trying to get her bag. That's respectable. A young black woman trying to get her bag. Whether you agree with her, think she's ghetto or whatever, that's really up to you. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I'm saying? She not out here having multiple babies. She ain't asking a nigga for nothing. She not putting a nigga on child support. She getting her own. You gotta respect that, hands down. So you know that be on my hiccup with a lot of times the black manosphere. One of the people I say who is just always on it is obviously Kevin Samuels. That's why he is, and sometimes he get a little angry too. You know what I'm saying? He let his anger come, but I think that's just a part of him being older. You know, when you get older, you get cranky. So a lot of times I think it's that, and then my nigga MTI, mediocre tutorials and reviews, and then obviously Steph is cold. Those is like my main people I watch. You know what I'm saying? But Joe Budden was head on. He hit the head on the needle with this. Fresh and fit. Y'all got to shape up or y'all going to be gone and split. Ooh, bars. For real. And that's it. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like black women, like you said, don't invite them to your platform. Don't have them on them. Don't talk about them. Don't take no donations or nothing from them. And stop shooting yourself in the fucking foot because all y'all doing is sabotaging your damn career. Post your comments below. I know it's been long-winded. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. Like I said, I put a lot into it. If you check the description below, you can see all the products I use to create these videos. It's all my products, everything that I'm currently using. And go on just click the links. They're affiliate links if you need stuff. And if you don't, just click them and you see how much I invested in here. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody who comments, shares, likes, subscribes, and really rocks with me, who goes on the website, I Am Trill, and purchase merchandise. I did a giveaway when I hit 2,000 subs. You know, everybody that hit me up, I told you I was going to email you back. I did it. Your merch is on the way. And always, peace, love, and prosperity. One.